Hello everybody and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Reactivate Soundwave. And this figure is alright. It's a good figure. It's just that out of the 4 Reactivate figures, I'd say this guy is the least good, but overall still a very good figure. And before I forget, box review. Well, half of the box review, I suppose, considering the other half has Optimus Prime. And so you got Soundwave, there he is in his 2 modes. You got Soundwave with the yellow eyes, but the toy has red eyes. So that's a fun. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just like concept art, but you got toy eyes and then you have cartoon eyes, but it's actually swapped, I guess, because the toy eyes have red. Huh. Then you got Transformers Reactivate. You have Optimus Prime, but spoilers. And then you have, there's all that stuff. You got Soundwave with yellow eyes. Then you got Transformers Reactivate. Then you have voila. And then you have voila. And then you have 15 steps. Splash damage, Hasbro. And then you have some artwork from the game, and it makes me so sad that it was canceled. I was looking forward to this game. We need a good Transformers video game that like has proper effort put into it. Like, look at that. I don't know what's going on, but it looks sick as hell. And I want to play. Please. Dude, it makes me so disappointed, but I don't know. What can you do? Also, fun thing. This is a mirrored image. Like, of the vehicle specifically. Like, as you can see here, the turret only goes on this side. There's only that port, and that is now on that side. Not because it can do that, but because the image is mirrored. So, that's fun. And then we'll look at the other half a little bit later. But then, by a little bit later, I mean literally the next review I upload. So, here he is. And, yeah, he's pretty good. I will say he's a bit of a shell former, and that is why he is considered to be the worst, because all the others have pretty dang interesting and complex transformations, and then he just has the truck on his back. But, you know, I guess they can't all be 10 out of 10s. But as far as the actual figure goes, minus the shell forming, he is quite good. So, let's talk about accessories. So he has his pew-pew, and he has his shoulder-mounted pew-pew. And that's it. But that's all Soundwave really needs. No opening chest gimmick or any even semblance of chest buddies being involved. But now, articulation. So you got full 360, you got out that far, you have no bicep swivel. Wait, you have an incredibly tight bicep swivel. Then you have over 90 degrees of bend. You have a wrist swivel. You have ball joint at the head. You have a waist swivel. You have forward that far. That's a good kick. You have back that far. That is pathetic. My goodness. Why? Wow. That's a bit disappointing, honestly. Considering how good that was to only go back that far. That's kind of disappointing. So, you got out that far. You have a thigh swivel. You have over 90 degrees of bend. And then you have an ankle pivot and no up or down. And so, yeah, pretty decent articulation. Also, both weapons are blast effect compatible. I'm pretty sure this one was on purpose. I am not as sure about this one, but they both work. And I think it's intentional, but I don't know for sure. Now, size comparisons. So, here he is with my previous review. Megatron, Earthrise Megatron specifically, or is it Kingdom? I still don't know. Then here he is with the prime unit of measurement. And here he is with Batman. And yeah, now let's get to transformation, because this is where it kind of falls apart. Well, not falls apart. Again, it's still a good figure. It just has he's a shell former. Actually, you don't need to remove the shoulder mounted cannon. It will stay there. So that's kind of cool. It is an objectively good transformation. Like, it's not complicated. Well, it's not like a mess to do or anything like that. It's just, well, a shell forming transformation, which is, I don't know, not my personal favorite. So for what you do, just untab the head and just extend all of this up and back and get that out of the way. Bring this up, tab that in, bring the head back, straighten that out, and that's a majority of the vehicle. Then unfold the wheels, bring that down, go down to the feet, rotate them like so, bring up these little flaps, flip out the wheels right there and there, then bring these back down, but not all the way. You don't want them to get stuck. Then you can just peg the feet together, and, well, you're done with the legs. Then bring this up and just get that there, and you're done with the entire lower half. Then take the arms, bring this up, peg that in right there. There's a tab right there that goes into a slot right there, and that's where it goes. And just do that, and then slot that in. And why are you turning hand? You are not supposed to be turning. Same thing with you. Just line it up, push that in, and then once all that's done, just take the two halves and fold it together. And then the feet will slot in right there and there. And these will slot in right there and there. And then these little bits, you just bring out, and that will peg in, and then just line that up. And, yep, you're done. And then you can fold up this radar dish and take the gun and plug that in. And, yep, that's a vehicle. It seems like some kind of, I guess, surveillance, radio broad. What's the phrase? It's an armored vehicle with a satellite thingy. What's the word? Radar dish. And, you know, I prefer the box, but I also don't mind this, you know? It seems like this is becoming the more standard Soundwave transformation because, well, it makes more sense. Although I still prefer the drone over the truck. I just think it's sick. But, yeah, so that's about it. It's a pretty good looking design. Overall, this figure is pretty dang good. It's just that the, you know, transformation compared to all the other Reactivates is, but, oh well. Still good overall. Now, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!